Boom shakalaka. You know, had you have bought $2,257 of Chainlink back in September 2017 at 12 cents, about a month before I made this video right here, and then held on to it until the top in 2021 and sold, you would have been a millionaire. Why didn't you do that? Does a better opportunity exist today? Not likely. Could a mere $2,380 of Chainlink make you a millionaire? Realistically, stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we are taking a look at could a mere $2,380.95 of Chainlink make you a millionaire? Realistically. Before we get into it, guys, like the video, come join us on Twitter at the Crypto Love, and of course, subscribe to the coolest channel on all of YouTube, this one. Now, we're going to be taking a look at Chainlink today, going into all the price simulations and all the math, because I know that's the only reason I make these videos, because math is awesome and physics is fun. That's the only reason you watch these videos, because you love math also. And we're going to go into why Chainlink, why now? But before we do, let's make you feel bad again right off the bat. You see, had you have bought Chainlink back in September 2017, I made this video, it had already tripled from its all-time lows, but it was at 38 cents. And then you held on to it until 2021, when it was at $52. You would have 441x'd your investment. And had you have put in $2,000 some around the time I made that video, well, you would have been a millionaire. Why didn't you do that? What's wrong with you? You should just smack yourself. No physical violence. Anyways, but could you do better than that today? Again, I said unlikely earlier, but yeah, it's pretty unlikely. But you might be able to do well, especially once you take a look at some of these charts we have regarding what's going on with Chainlink. Now, I hear you asking, why Chainlink, why now? Well, I need to make a video today, and Chainlink was the coin, but there's also some other things. So let's get into that right off the bat, and don't worry, we'll come back to all this fun math towards the end of the video, or for those of you who just love math, you could fast forward to the end of the video right now. Now, as we can see from this chart here, if we could speak, the total market cap has bounced once again on this blue line right here. Historically, in bull markets, it just bounces all the way up to the top, and then when it breaks through the bottom, you're in trouble. So, bounced once again on support right there, suggesting that we are still very, very early in terms of the bull run and alt season as well. As a matter of fact, based on this chart right here, we take a look at this. After we break previous support and then have the first pullback, we're in the same territory as right down here in 2016, right down here in 2020. That's exactly where we are right now. And you know what comes after that? Massive rallies, like stuff that melts your brain. There's also evidence that we might have something of an expanding cycles theory. I love expanding cycles theory. It makes me feel warm and bubbly inside, even if it's totally made up, because fractals are cool and they sometimes work, except for when they don't. So if we take a look at this one right here, we can see pretty similar hammering down, increasing price, breakout from previous resistance, retesting it, and then rally. We'll take a look, same exact thing, but on a much larger scale. And guess what? This is exactly where we are. And look what comes up next, the mind-melting alt season. Just a reminder, you guys saw GameStop pump last week. Now last cycle, after GameStop pumped, on January 28th, 2021, Solana pulled off a 66x in 8 months. We could be seeing a massive rally of altcoins over the next 8 months or so. So you don't want to count all your chickens just yet. Now, why Chainlink? Well, turns out, saw this chart here from Alley Charts. The TD sequential presents a buy signal on the Chainlink weekly chart, indicating that Link could experience an upswing lasting 1 to 4 weeks. Check it out. Sell signal here, and look at that, price came down. Buy signal here, hey, look at that, price would go up. Now, pair that with a little bit of fundamentals. Chainlink just completed a test with JP Morgan, Templeton, BNY Mellon, and other major US banks to accelerate the tokenization of funds. You know these guys are going to be racing into cryptocurrency because they've already discovered that Bitcoin is the best investment in history. And what way to make money faster than with cryptocurrency. So all these schmucks are going to become pouring in this cycle once things start going crazy. And you consider that right now, despite a little bit of a rally over the past couple days, Chainlink's long-term risk is at very low levels. The long-term risk is this green line right here. The price is the white line. The last time it was this low, Link rose 300% soon after. Will this time be anything like the last? And as a matter of fact, the last time it was this low in a bull rally was way back, all the way back here. And look at what it did afterwards. Went from 40 cents all the way up to its all-time high at 50-some dollars. So careful betting against it at this point, which brings us to our last chart. Just a little Gann theory applied to Chainlink with a little bit of speculation. Right now, cycle target could be $130 to $150. So, what is Chainlink? Well, it's connecting the world of blockchains. We can see if we scroll through the decentralized computing platform powering the verifiable web using oracles, and we have cross-chain, we have some data, we have computation, and also we can see that is in the capital markets, bringing capital markets on-chain with DTCC and Chainlink. And we can see that already total transaction value enabled. That's a million, that's billion, that's $10.8 trillion already. Why Chainlink is the gold standard, time-tested security, universal interoperability, and world-class developer experience. So all of that, plus they have the Link Marines or the Chainlink Army or whatever you want to call them. But either way, that's a group of people who are pretty darn committed. So shout out to all the Link Marines out there and Chainlink Army and all the militarized Chainlink people who might be watching this video. Love you all. Now, if we take a look at Chainlink right here. Today, trading at $16.21. If we take a look over time, still down from the all-time high, which was at $52 and change. You can see recently a little bit of a coiling right here, and actually there's an even bigger, much bigger price chart, what is it called? Pattern. There we go. There's a pattern that's forming right there. If you take a look at it, you may pick it up. What is that pattern? Well, that is a nice cup and handle. I'll draw it out for you. Here's a big old cup, and here is a little half handle. And if we get to roughly $22, guess what would happen? The cup and handle, this is Bolkowski's cup and handle. Turns out that the cup and handle, important bull market results, overall performance, 3 out of 39, with 1 being the best. This is the 3rd best pattern you can have in a bull market. Generally, the percentage meeting the price target is 61%, which means that if you take from the bottom to the top, generally you get gains of 61% from there. Now, if we take a look, this is from the bottom. Whoops, that's still the marker for drawing. If we take a look at this line right here, this is the length from the top to the bottom. Well, if we put this over where we are right now, 60-some% of it, right around there, right around at $69, which would break previous all-time highs for Chainlink. And generally, when things break previous all-time highs, they're in price discovery mode and could go a lot higher. So all of these things put together is, the other reason why we're making this video. So that brings us to the math, the reason why all of you are here today, myself included. Now let's say you watch this video, you're convinced, you see all the charts that we had, Chainlink is looking good. Not only that, you're watching this video, I'm making the video, you just can't stop staring at me. It's really weird, but hey, whatever. I need the subscribers. So, if you watch this video and you decided, hey, I'm going to invest in Chainlink because, he made a video in 2017 and the price went from 38 cents to $53. That's not bad. If he's making a video today saying that things look good at $16, how high could it go? Could it potentially go to $1,000? I don't even have an answer for that one, but let's take a look at the numbers. Now, let's say you invest $1,000 today at the low price of $16.21. You would get 62 Link. Now, let's say, for instance, that it just goes back to its previous all-time high, $52.88. We'll call it $53. We'll just round up just a tad. Now, if it went to $53, the market cap today would be $31 billion. And if that happened, right off the bat, you would 3x your investment, making you $5,622 from a $1,000 investment. That doesn't make sense. I think that was supposed to be a 3. We'll just change that right there. Now, that's scenario 1. Now, scenario 2. Let's say that, we can take a look at other altcoins, see what they've done. We can say, hey, maybe Chainlink could do the same thing. So last cycle, Cardano was a pretty popular coin. It ended up having a market cap of $93 billion. Let's say in this cycle, with all the charts that I've showed you, all the potential for Chainlink, interoperability, banks, all this fun stuff, oracles, who knows, maybe even AI and whatever else. Well, let's say it has the same market cap as Cardano last cycle. Well, you would 10x that $1,000, making you $9,823 with a $158 link. Now, those I think are very reasonable estimates of what we could see this cycle. And you have to remember, this $158 right here is very close to the prediction right here from the Gann theory. So totally not outside the realm of possibility. But for those of you who watch the channel because you like long shots, well, here's some long shots for you. You see, last cycle, Ethereum had a market cap of $559 billion. And I'm a fan of expanding cycles theory. I told you that I was going to come back. Now, let's say that this cycle, we haven't even seen alt season yet, I don't think. But let's say some altcoins end up doing this cycle what Ethereum did last cycle. It would make sense with expanding cycles theory. And Ethereum had a market cap of $559 billion. Well, if that was Chainlink, and people do say that Chainlink could do very, very well, especially with integrations with banks, world money, all these different things. Let's say that it eclipses what Ethereum did last cycle. Well, guess what? You would 58x that $1,000, making you $59,044 with a $952 Chainlink. But that's not all, because there are long shots and then there are long shots. And this one is a long shot, but there's speculation. We might see a $200,000 Bitcoin this cycle. And people have always talked about the flippening between Ethereum and Bitcoin. But what happens if it's actually a flippening between Chainlink and Bitcoin? Now, if that were to happen, and Bitcoin was at that $2,000 price level when it happened, well, guess what? The market cap of a Bitcoin at that point will be roughly $4 trillion. And if Chainlink eclipsed that, you see how there's a lot of ifs here? If Chainlink eclipsed Bitcoin at that time, you would 420x your investment. That's right, smoke them if you got them. With a $6,814 link, you would make $422,499. And if that scenario were to happen, again, a lot of ifs, you could be a millionaire from a mere investment of $2,380.95 today. Now, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like the video, join us on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, Elon Musk's platform, at the Crypto Love. And of course, subscribe to the coolest channel ever. Not an exaggeration. This one. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.